And lastly, we go live here. All right, let's see. Let's make sure it's live everywhere that it should be. Yep. And then I'm gonna bring up. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been working on those songs. I just recorded vocals for something. Um,
Wait, he's up.
just recorded vocals for something, so we'll be there soon. Cool. All right. Gonna have this chat over here. Make sure I see all the chat rooms. Yeah, I should use this more. I am messing this all the way up, low key. Go ahead. It says being covered by chat. Yeah. Should I move it to the top? All right. I'll move it to the top. All right. And then we got um I actually want this on this side. There we go. Cool. Um, we got the triple screen going on. It's gonna look crazy. All right. Submit music. Man, how do I close this bird? Oh yeah, the hard drive songs. For real. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. We live. Why is the Discord that big? Just cover my face. Okay, here we go. Gotta let everyone know we're live during the reviews. You want to do the reviews for like an hour or something? Yeah. Yeah, you can go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Who do we have in here? There's a few things. So I'm probably gonna start around here and they definitely see. You can see like here. But I'll literally just see your chest right now. Let's make sure that the guitar amp works real quick. Is there latency? That's annoying. There you go. All right, who do we have in here? Gotta be in here to get your review. I wonder, is it playing both of the audios twice? Oh, it's not playing the audio at all. Huh? That's fun. Wait, can y'all hear something? So y'all can't hear the okay. Well, all right. I guess I have to use Ableton for y'all to hear. That's kind of annoying. Hello, Kimmy. Hello. What's up, Ibanez? I'm assuming that you have an Ibanez. All right. Hello, hello. I'm just setting up my guitar amp right quick so that y'all can hear me. X. So like low key unprepared right now because I had technical difficulties at the beginning, and now I don't know what's happening. Now y'all should be able to hear me, right? Oh, and the answer is no, you can't hear me. Wow. If I have to restart the live one more time, I might be blue. Oh wait, no, I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. All right, now y'all should be able to hear. There we go. All right, you submitted that. I'm gonna listen. We have our first submission. Uh, is it in the submitted music here? Oh wait, you put it in the chat. It's fine. I'll just listen to it from the chat. The Wish Party. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. Okay, cool. All right, let's listen. What song you did? Oh, I was waiting for you to put it in the right spot, but okay, I'll just listen to it here. Can y'all hear?
finna run it up right now. Yeah, I'm finna run it up right now. Can't wait to say, mama, we made it out. This music, she finally paying now. I'm counting commas, commas, commas. That's why these niggas be hating now. I'm stacking it hard. Yeah, high as fuck, fuck, fuck. And I'm way too high. I'm high as fuck, fuck, fuck. On. I'm too up, I'm too up, I'm too up, I'm too up, I'm too up. I think I'm faded. Fuck two cups, fuck two cups, fuck two cups, fuck two cups. Another one and now I'm jaded. Yeah, I've been in my head, I'm in my head. Yeah, I'm just trying to live my day to day. Go do it, and do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. But I'm not finna give up.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna give my review on that in a second. Just getting this tone together right quick. One thing I like to do when I like the song and I think it's a good song, I like to play to it just so I can hear out the melody and everything more. Um, so last one. Okay, here we go. All right, two up and two up and two up. Yeah, I like that one. All right, so um, I like that song. I think that it is very catchy. It makes me want to continue singing the "I'm Too Up" um, like right after. Yeah, chat over in the Purple app also said it's fire. Uh, it is not too long, but I will say that the ending, like unless you put in a feature there, it can probably drop out after the beat plays for a little bit, maybe like a little fade out, something like that. Uh, and then also the vocals are a little low. Like I'll bring the vocals up some, and then maybe a limiter or something on the like the beat would help because it's very dark and muddy. My cord going out? What the heck? Uh, if my battery's down on my guitar, I play it so much. Yeah, I think, but as far as the actual vocal performance and the melodies, I'll have to go back into it for a second just to see if there were any melodies or anything that I. Oh, you moved it. Okay, let me go back for a second. Okay, yeah. So you have like a lot of background vocals going on. Um, it's like harmonies. So I would say turn all the vocals up because on the first listen I can barely tell that there were like vocal background things going on, and the vocal itself was kind of low. But it's also because the beat itself is a little muddy, like the 808. So if you can limit that, or something simple like a clip saturator, would help bring everything together, squash it a little bit more. It's not a super distorted beat, so I don't think it needs to be squashed. I just think it needs to be leveled a little bit. But very catchy song. I think the vocal performance is well. I would definitely listen to that. And knowing you already, I I like that song. I don't know when you wrote that, but I guess that would be one of my favorites out of your own release. All right, cool. Um, yo, Joseph, are you in here? We can go with you next. Loran is here as well. If you're in here, say so in any of the three chats we have going on here. Oh, you made it last January. Drop it. Okay. Right there. You good. I may have you do me a favor. Because I can't tell if it's cord or my battery. Okay, so okay, that's you, Ibanez. All right, cool. I don't know if I'm gonna cord my battery, but I got a like battery over there that I might have to switch up. All right, cool. Let's give Joseph Espinoza hallucinatory dreams. Let's check this out. Yes, you can still send it. Yeah, any drum is cool. Yo, if y'all haven't followed yet on the other apps besides the clock app, make sure y'all do that. Helps out. So you can catch the next ones too. Be myself. All right, Joseph. I see that you're in chat now. Um, all right, I have a few things to say about that. One, I will say that yeah, I am doing reviews, Shaggy. I'll say I like the progression, and I like the ideas in the song a lot. I like a lot of the guitar parts. Though there's a few things that I think need work. Nothing like too crazy, and it's mainly just mixing things. But the track is very dark and pretty muddy. One thing I noticed right away was when the bass came in, the track became even more like muddy. Yeah, so the bass has a lot of boxiness in it, and it's very subby. And because this isn't like trap where you kind of like need that sub going on through the whole song. Oh, how do you submit? Just join my Discord, and then you'll see a submit music area, and then that's how you'll submit music. Um, so I would take like and the low tune music like this, at least cut out like the 30 area, unless you're making like stuff that will have subs and everything too. Take around like the 30 area out of the bass, and then and stuff that's a little less low tune, you can even take like anything under 60 out. Uh, so there's that. That would clean up the mix a bit. Compared to the rest of your tones, the rhythm tone is very uh, like harsh and sharp. So I'd cut out maybe around like 18K plus, like low past that area, so that the it's not too scratchy on the sides. Especially when the solo came, it was so dark compared to the rhythm that it was like the solo should have been a thing that was more harsh to come forward in the mix. The volume of the solo probably wasn't bad, but because the rhythm is so loud and harsh compared to like the solo, it's pretty dark here. So I found myself paying more attention to the rhythm guitar rather than the solo. So like there, like the tone sounds good. The tone sounds good. I guess it can be like a little brighter, um, maybe a little more presence, and a bit brighter. The link to my Discord, uh, I realize I don't have that on my Twitch there. So here, I'll do this. Oh, thank you, Nelson. Uh, yeah, I have a few more things to say. So yeah, have a lead that's a little more present. Um, the rhythm can be a little less harsh and present too. Like if anything, most of the time in like a lot of prog metal, the rhythm guitars are the thing that's pretty dark, and then the lead is the one that's a little more sharp and present. It sounds like you're going for more like maybe Animals as Leaders like, which their lead tones actually aren't that distorted. Um, they like to use overdrive a lot more, especially in a song like Cascade. I'd say if you were to use a mix reference, use the song Cascade by Animals as Leaders, and that should help a lot too, or maybe like Tooth and Claw, something like that. Also, the kick um, has a lot of high like click to it. You can either carve that out too, just to make it a little less clicky. That clicky kick is much better in stuff like death metal and black metal because they're doing the do 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 do. Like you need that kit to cut through, especially with all the chugging going on. But for gent, I don't think you need that much click. You need more of like a meaty kick that can punch through with the guitars. Um, and then the drums in general could have just been louder too. As guitarists, when we're first mixing our own music, we tend to have our guitar really loud. I know I did that a lot, either really loud or really quiet. So I just turn the rhythm guitars down, the lead guitar up, make it a little more present, and the drums, maybe besides the kick, the snare and the cymbals can come up as well. The bass can come down and also be a little less boxy as well. So in your future mix, I would say that it's a good song though. I feel like there's maybe one part I probably would have cut out a little bit, but you know it's prog metal. You can make it as long as you want. Um, but one thing I heard because I submitted my music to Tim Henson before, and he was like, "I like long songs if it makes sense that it's long." There was at least one like verse or something here that probably could have been done without, unless there was something else like changed about it. But that's just personal preference, of course. And then here, right at the end, I'd say try to like clean up like right there. Unless that was on purpose, the guitars weren't synced together. Instead of like bump ba bump ba ba bump ba, it was like bump bump bump. Like it kind of. So don't be afraid. Periphery does it. All these bands do it. Just cut out them little spaces, have it together because you're double tracking, and even though you can play it like crazy, sometimes you can't put it all together at the same time. So yeah, that's all I have for that song. It's a cool song though. Just needs a little better mix, a little more cleaned up, and yeah, you got something going on. All right, now we're gonna do the next song. Next song we had in here is wait, how do I play this? Oh, I can just play it here. Okay, this is Say Nine. Is that how you say your name? Yeah, it's cool. For the people that know that their mix need work, I can like give tips for the mix, but also um, I'll just say if I like the song enough too.
Young gang, pull up to the function, lit than a bitch. The music might be we don't throw tornadoes in this shit. Denying acrobatic, she can do the fucking splits. Mari go put her phone out and take all the pics. I shake for the gram, I'ma shake on my friends. If you shake on my man, I'ma kill her like I'm Kim. I'ma kill the milkman. You won't see her ass again. See, she got me off topic, let me do my fucking dance like Brazilian butt lift, bitch. She got a dome so big, made me feel like I done left mine in the trunk. David and Cam in the corner getting drunk. And all the bad bitches, we just passing up a blunt like wow. Just me and my crew sneaking ass in the crowd. It's moving, it's clapping, that shit is so loud. Big as a sun and as soft as a cloud. Bow, bow, bow. He said I must be cornbread fed, that's a fact. Yes it is. Because just like the coochie boy, the booty fat. I like the way he pin me down like a vet. And by the way, fat is with a PH, not an F. Beside the coochie juice, I know that nigga sweet. This nigga wanna fuck with K9, can't compete. We in the club, he tryna take it to the backseat. It's Lily Peaches in this bitch, we getting nasty. He got me sweating in his fucker like an athlete. Like I done ran an 800 in his track meet. I'm throwing ass like the beat, he said it's catchy. But call me throwing booty while my shorts say cash me. Like bow, he mesmerized like wow. Tryna make him look away, bitch chow. Not again dancing in a circle, pow wow.
Hey, that low key surprised me. When I heard the beat, I definitely thought like it was gonna be like some like Soldier Boy type stuff, cause or like somebody rapping on some laser dim stuff. I did not expect that. Uh, Dang, you deleted your song. It's cool. I don't. How long is the slow mode? I didn't realize I had that on. Um, Honestly, I think that was fire. I think I think you're like the delivery is like nice, but it's kind of funny at the same time. The only reason why it's funny is because some of the lines you said, but also because of the beat. Also, the the picture itself is funny, but it's a vibe though. It's like some like funny that I can listen to. Honestly, the vocal mix it's not terrible, but the one thing I would say is that it just needs to like uh fit into the mix a little bit better, and that probably doesn't even have to do with the volume. Like I think the volume honestly might be fine.
So big, made me feel like I done left mine in the trunk. David and
It can be turned down like slight maybe, and maybe a little less high end or something. It's very airy, which takes up a lot of space from the beat. Um, so, but not like too crazy. Uh, and then I like your delivery. And if there's any way you can add like saturation to your voice slightly just to give it a little grit, I think that would make it cool too. Like I like the whisper rap. I think that's fire though. Um, that was a vibe. I mean, I will listen to it again. I just say turn the vocal down slight. The beat doesn't sound fine. It sounds like you didn't over compress the beat or anything. Um, I think that's about it. Like I don't have much else to say. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I know you can. That's also you got approval from Victoria in the back. She also liked the song. All right. Is there anything you are there any questions you have for me for that song, or like anything yourself that you wanted to try to figure out about it?
Cam in the corner getting drunk, and all the bad bitches, we just passing up a blunt like wow. Just me and my crew sneaking next in the crowd. It's moving, it's clapping, that shit is so loud.
And I will say too, I like how on beat you are too, because I think that's one thing that some people struggle, and it seems that a lot of band lab rappers tend to struggle with being on beat. You're very on beat, and I like that. Uh, yeah, I like it. If you aren't already in the Twins Discord, which is Neptune's Discord, you should submit some music to the Song Wars, especially if you have more songs. All right, Loran, I'm listening to your song next. Wait, you said slow mode is 10 minutes? Yo, Neptune, do you think you can fix that for me right quick? Can you make it like maybe like 5 minutes or 2 minutes? Maybe even like 2 minutes. Like, I think 5 minutes is kind of crazy. But I'm listening. Uh, by the time this song is over, you should be able to submit your song again.
Come up from the bottom, now I'm sky high walking. Trauma on my back, but it's diamonds how I'm talking. Broke the chains off my back, wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, they never thought I'd get off me. Faith tested, real stressing, never did I fold. Lost my pops, lost my way, found the light in the cold. Took the hits, shook my demons, had to fight for my soul. Now my purpose runs deep, like it's paved in gold. Cut the fake, trim the weight, now my circle's precise. Lost some family on this journey, had to sacrifice twice. Late nights, early mornings, while they dream I devise. Building bricks out of losses, now my future's concise. Come up from the bottom, now I'm sky high walking. Trauma on my back, but it's diamonds how I'm talking. Broke the chains off my past, wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, they never thought I'd get off me. Churches every Sunday, best believe it, I'm there. Facing shadows in the mirror, turning faith into prayer. Put the past in my rear view, now I'm gripping the wheel. Purposeful in every move, now the vision's so clear. Yeah, studio sessions, manifesting what's mine. Got my sights on 10 racks, yeah, I'm counting the time. Hustle hard, pray harder, that's the code I live. Turning pain into power, I got so much more to give, yeah. Coming from the bottom, now I'm sky high walking. Trauma on my back, but it's diamonds how I'm talking. Broke the chains off my past, wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, they never thought I'd get off me. Come up from the bottom, now I'm sky high. chains off my past wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, they never thought I'd get off me. Come up from the bottom, now I'm sky high walking. Trauma on my back, but it's diamonds how I'm talking. Broke the chains off my past, wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, I never thought I'd get off me.
So I've been trying to fix the Discord issues at the same time. Definitely listening. It should be working. If you click the link in my bio, it should be working. Okay, so first thing I will ask, and I definitely don't mean this in a bad way at all, is this is like Christian rap, right? Because I feel like listening to the message um, and the lyrics, I feel like it's like some like Christian rap, or at least something like that. I know that it is at least positive, which I like. Well, Lauren, either Christian that makes music. Okay, I mean no, I was just asking. It just came off a little more. So I think for me, there were few um, there were a few moments where I felt the cadence, like the way you delivered the the vocals. Like I think it was around here. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. Coming from the bottom, now I'm sky high walking. Trauma on my back, but it's diamonds how I'm talking. Broke the chains off my past, wasn't easy, I fought it. Had to heal from the pain, they never thought I'd get off me. Coming from the bottom.
Yeah, I think like there are some parts. I think there are some parts where the delivery can be a little less like it sounds like you're like really happy in a booth, which is like not a bad thing, I guess. But it's like so happy that it's like it sounds like you're like smiling really hard while you're rapping. Uh, and I think for this type of beat, I never really hear that, which I guess would be like something that's unique to you. But I think you can still just like sometimes you have to rap to the beat a certain way that lets your voice fit in the beat. Because sometimes it's not like about the mix itself. It's more so about like how you sing in the beat too. Because like this is such a super exaggeration, and I'm not comparing you to them at all. But if you imagine like the Wiggles on a metal song, that wouldn't really fit compared to like someone with a more like softer, gritty voice on a metal song. And so when I hear this, it's like different, which is cool, but it just throws me off a bit because it's like different, but like different for that beat kinda. Like I feel like the delivery just can be like a little more, like a slight, little more chilled out, especially like some of the cases, like instead of like walking, or like you can still do walking or something, but just like kind of be smoother with it. That's just like personal preference, of course, though. And I think the vocals are slight loud. Yeah. The vocals are a little loud. You are on beat. You do have like your way with words. I think it's just like the delivery for me that's like a little bit awkward. Um, I would definitely like to hear more from you though, just so I can get a grasp because I'm used to hearing like on those beats. You got like Freddie Gibbs and like what's his name? Not like Ghostman, but everybody in that range of like Freddie Gibbs, where it's like more dark, more gritty, or at least more smooth or soft. And that beat is so chill too. It's just like it's not giving me smiling while rapping vibes. So it could be the beat choice too. But it's a little catchy though. Yeah. Is there anything like specific you would like to ask about that? Somebody said I look mad ticklish. What does that even mean? Are you there, Loren? I think that you could do something with this beat. I just think you might need to like deliver it a little more, like put a little more different, like maybe put a little rasp in your voice, or just like be like a little more chill with it. Like if you drink coffee or something, like don't drink that coffee, drink some tea instead before. Like just a little more, like a little more chill with the flow, and you can keep your flow. It's just the delivery. It sounds so bright and happy that is like throwing it off a little bit more for me. Now, if you want to keep that happy, like cool, what you're saying, um, I'd say like if you listen to like some old like Doja Cat or something like that, that'd be a good example. Like some of those beats were so twinkly and happy that it fits so well together. Or what's those two? I feel like Neptune you would know. It's the two girls that they they just opened for Janelle Monet. I forget what their name was. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find them right quick. Dang, I forgot. Anyway, just something more like if you do want to use that voice, maybe something more twinkly, something more um like what's it called, the marimbas, stuff like that. I feel like that would probably fit your voice in that style. Um, Even something that's just like even like some Rico Nasty maybe if you want to get a little more gritty with it. Like some of her older stuff, you can do something like that. But oh, the flying the boss, flying the boss. Yes, that's what they're called, flying the boss. Maybe some beats like them, and you can use that voice, and I think it will work very well. On this beat though, I think you just gotta change like um the voice a little bit. All right, Shaggy, I am on to you now. Uh, Hello, Shiki. Try the link in my bio if you want to go to the link in my bio here or any other platform. You should be able to join Discord. All right, let's see. Oh, looks like it's a broken link. Oh wait. Oh here no here we go. All right, let's check this out.
Go fall for a bitch no more, I'm thugging. That hoe ain't really your bitch, she want your cousin. Why you talking shit then acting pussy? Won't beat your ass, just treat me nice. Don't think you're tough cause you play with knives. Swing on me, I'll grab that knife. Don't think you're tough cause you did time. It's way too late for switching sides. Bands, I got bands, stop a bands in here. I got diamonds on my wrist so clear. I'm too damn rich, I bought my bitch Montclair. I'm way too famous, I got people staring. I got bands, stop a bands in here. I got diamonds on my wrist so clear. I'm too damn rich, I bought my bitch Montclair. I'm way too famous, I got people staring.
All right. Um, just like Lipatron said in a chat over on the Clock app, it's a cool little vibe. I agree. It's chill. It's nothing that like I guess like wows me or like stands out too much. It's not bad. It's like it's chill. But what I will say in an honest way is that like I think it's like it's a little too Yeet. Like I think because Yeet exists and his voice and his creation, the way he does music, is so like unique. I think people that like Yeet or listen to Yeet might hate on it because of how similar it is. Um, like I know sometimes it might be like, oh, maybe they'll like this because it's similar to Yeet, but I think it's like so similar to the point where even the ad-libs in the back were like the same effect as like a Yeet song and kind of sound like similar of ad-libs that he says. I think it would like come off as like um, leeching off of the sound a little too much. Like it's cool to be inspired, but I think it's like too inspired. There's this one artist named It's Okay to Cry who dropped a whole album that sound kind of Yeet ish. Yeah, yeah, it definitely was the ad libs on that beat. Like I think it was definitely the ad libs because your voice is different from Yeet's. But I think it was the ad libs and how the ad libs were tuned that made it feel so much like Yeet because that is like a Yeet type thing. It's like it's like there's people that are similar to like Playboy Cardi and stuff right now, and like they do the baby voice or whatever. But imagine someone they do the baby voice and then they do the regular voice, and then they do like yeah, so I'm just put the chains on. Whatever. They do like all three of the voices like he does now. Someone's gonna be like yeah, straight up like you just kind of copying off, even if they sound different from him. If they do the three voice thing like that, the same exact way he does, like people like okay, you kind of leeching off the sound. Plus, if they do like the or like the same vibes, you know what I'm saying? Um, Water, make sure that you fill out all the stuff so that you can submit. Like you just gotta verify yourself. But yeah, it's mainly the ad libs because the ad libs remind me of like the ad libs he did on that Minion song. So I feel like maybe if you just like found your own way to do the ad libs, maybe even just changing the tune or like the mix for that ad libs, it would sound less like it. What I was gonna say too is the sub might be hitting a little too hard. Um, for example, I just listened to the Z song earlier, and I'm like, dang, his vocal is really loud. Like, it's not as Wait, why did it click on that? That is not what I clicked on. Oh wait, that is what I clicked on. Like that.
All of my dog, my fizzy, my smokey, my kid. How much money could I make in a week? Yeah, a million.
Like his vocals are very much sitting on top of that beat a lot. I know that's like one of his like newer age things, but because it reminded me so much of Yeet, that's why I use that as a mixed reference. But his vocals are sitting on top. They're still compressed though. Like they're not like too high end or anything. Like everything's blending together. The sub is definitely like hitting a little too much though. Uh, to the point where like even though your vocal preset itself is clear and your vocal is clear and it's like a decent level, the sub is like squashing everything so much that it's a little hard to do. I'll play it a little bit again.
Yeah, bands. I got bands, stuff up in here. I got diamonds on my wrist so clear.
Like I can hear you clearly, but it's like it almost sounds like the lead was turned up because of how much the sub is hitting. I mean, it's also not balanced, unfortunately, because it seems this BandLab app is like less balanced. But
How much money could I make in my sleep? Yeah, a billion. If you think you gon'
like if you hear, there's less high end on his vocal because uh the bass isn't like hitting too much. Um, yeah, but yeah, the sub is just hitting like slight too hard. Not anything crazy. Uh, I just like turn it down a little bit probably. That's about it. You said the gym was playing my music. What gym? That's crazy. What song were they playing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, minor audio tweaking. Um, you said that lets me see the stems. Oh, you mean like the that lets me see the master itself? Uh, no, I don't think I need to. Just because I feel like I'll get so into that. I don't want to take up too much time with it. But yeah, I just say like maybe like even if you just turn the 808 down like 1 dB or something like that, or like if you don't use multi-band compression, try using multi-band compression. And if you do have like Pro MB, there's a specific setting. I forget what it's called, but I'll probably look at it and like send it to you later. It's one that I use. It dips the sub frequencies and the highs like to squash together very very well, especially for like beats like that. That's what I use on my own songs. Um, and yeah, I think that would help. Um, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, it was a vibe though. It was a cool little song. I just think maybe swapping out the ad-libs a little bit just to sound like less like Yeet. Because like I said, your voice don't sound like Yeet, but it's like the execution sounds so much like Yeet that's why it like gives me that vibe. It was a Muay Thai gym. That's what. Cool. All right, now we're gonna go on to Davon. Davon, you in here? Davon. Oh, okay, cool. All right, here we go. You know what's funny though, because I can assume that you probably weren't going for Yeet, but Noah reminds me of Yeet a lot too though. But like I think it's so weird. I think because like his voice is like closer to Yeet. Yeah, I think because Noah is closer to Yeet and the but his beats are like maybe a little different sometimes. It's like more passing. Like I feel like if the song come on, somebody might actually think it's Yeet, so they don't even like care. But your voice on that song sounds like you're attempting Yeet, but you don't sound like Yeet, so it comes off more like you know what I'm saying? It's like Noah's already Yeet, like you said, like so it just comes off that way. Um, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad song though. I'm not saying you shouldn't release it. I mean, if you like the song, release the song for real. The only major tweak I would say is just like multi-banding that sub and everything. Also, there's like no limits on the amount of songs besides the slow mode, so you can submit multiple songs. Uh, but I might not be on for like too long. All right.
An automated voice messaging system.
All right. Peace
At
out,
the
tune.
tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey baby,
Shout out my boy, like lost, I feel like laser. Give him my right hook, laser. If you take shit, sharp like a razor. Chopping that bacon, razor. K3, I'm K5. How can I be 9? Yeah, I'm making stand in line. Okay with the 9. Been in the rain for days. Feel like I'm Cardi. I'm whipping that Mozzie. I got this stick in the buff, just like Roddy. I'm swearing that wrong. She like 42 and she love that Molly. She off the mileage, you don't know what to say. You on the road to the motherfucking day.
anyway, I hope that you're having a good day so far, despite working your morning shifts. I know you absolutely hate it, but at least you can get off work
I'm
early,
tripping
right?
with the pilot. Let's go on that jet. First class to Bali. We hit it straight to the top. Pinnacle, we drop the top. I'm sipping the Scotty. She fancy girl, she love the Bacardi. Shot the roller for Cardi. Creep from the gas to Bacardi. Switch the car to Ferrari. Stand on gang. Shout out my gang. Shout out my boy, laser. Shout out my boy, laser. Lost, I feel like laser. Give him my right hook, laser. If you take shit, sharp like a razor. Chopping that bacon, razor. K3, I'm K5. How can I be 9? Yeah, I'm making stand in line. Okay with the 9. Been in the rain for days. Feel like I'm Cardi. I'm whipping that Mozzie. I got this stick in the buff, just like Roddy. I'm swearing that Rari. She out there, Molly.
Anyway, I'm gonna end off here. But I hope that you have a great rest of your shift, my love, and I will see you at home.
Start another song. Let me listen to one from this part right here.
Shout out my gang. Shout out my boy, lazy. Lost, I feel like laser. Getting my right hook lazy. Just like shit, sharp like a razor. Chopping that back.
I know exactly what to say. I like this song. I think it's a vibe. I'll here, I got you. Boom. I enjoyed that song. I think I like the beat a lot, but what I will say is um, he can be. Uh, Guitar samples and rules are in my bio. Okay. The beat, the main issue right now, the only issue I have actually, is the mix, and that's because the mix, the beat, this instrument right here. Here's a perfect example. The synth or the piano or whatever that is taking place in the same frequencies as your voice. And I can tell because they are clashing so much. Because it seems like your vocal chain isn't bad, like isn't too bad, and it makes your voice sound very boxy. And I can't tell if it's that your voice is boxy or if that instrument is taking so much of that space and is boxy itself enough to where it's like drowning your voice out. And the go-to thing that someone would do is they would just make their voice higher. But you don't want to do that because I don't think the voice is like too low like that. It's just that the instrument is taking up that vocal area. Maybe it can come out like slightly. Let me see. I guess it can come out like maybe 0.5 or something like that. But what I would do is I would take the beat, if whether you produce it or not, and I would find the range where that instrument is in, and I would just like cut that frequency, check there, and then check where your voice is taking up the most area. Cut that frequency off in the beat a little bit, like 1 or 2 dB, something very slight, not too crazy, and make sure the curve isn't too crazy either, and that would make up way more space for your vocal, like multiband compression, just like compressing the beat a little more there. No, you probably don't need to compress the beat. I think you literally just need to change that frequency up. I think you just need to tweak the frequency there. Now, if you aren't able to do that, I'd say just make your voice itself a little less boxy. And what else can you do? There's like a frequency somewhere in the high end that you can probably raise a little bit to make your voice stand out a little bit more. But all I want is your voice to be a little more present and that instrument to be a little less present. And you could, yeah, you've been having that problem with the boxiness. Yeah, I definitely can tell. So that's really the only issue. I like this song. I think it sounds good. Just don't know what to tweak. Yeah, take an EQ. Boxiness, the boxy range is usually somewhere in between like 350 and like 600, 250, 600, somewhere around there. Just like take the EQ, curve it, and move it around. Why's my light turning off? Oh, it's not plugged in? Bruh. I gotta plug my light in. It keeps turning off. Yeah, I'm also streaming on the purple app and the red app. Yeah. So yeah, all I say is take an EQ curve, raise it high, find where that frequency is, on the instrument, like in the beat, and then find where it is in your vocal, and just lower it in the beat, and that should help you.
You want me to help you?
Maybe just plug this for the back there. Oh, sorry. Oh man. All right, we're gonna move on to the next song though. So that's my main. Ooh, we're getting submissions. All right, next song we have. Who is this? El Patron, running around. Turn it off and on.
I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out. Say, I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out. Well, saddle up, it's a long ride. Take your shortcomings with a long stride. A man's work and a man's pride is all he's got. 40 acres and a mule, a case of Bush and good tunes, and mud truck and night moves. Just a lone wolf howling at the moon. You want us back, but ain't having that. You can go find us where you left us at. No time for this and that. Don't need a girl laying on her back like, hold up, wait a minute. This bitch went and did it. Took my heart and played with it. Played with it. I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out. Say, I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out.
Been running around, ain't having that. Been going through it to hell and back. I found the stones, got them off my back. Now moving on, ain't no bad tracks. Now that I can see the truth, that the devil is a part of you. I'm on my own, yeah, I got the juice. A long line, yeah, now I am on the move. You been running around the city like a foot track, getting high, getting drunk, bitch. What the fuck is that, man? I am finally finished. Take me to the beginning before I knew you were sinning, because I'm sick of this feeling. All this hatred I'm keeping with all this hatred I'm building, and all the thoughts that I'm having, the fuck is demons I'm fighting. Bitch, you can call me your highness. That's right, I'm finally flying. Now that I got an assignment, I own my mind and my grind in.
I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out. Say, I know you've been running around, and I know how this shit goes down, but you won't see no tears from a clown, 'cause I figured it out.
So, yeah, I'm good right now for it. So, I think the mix isn't bad. I think like what I was saying over here on the purple app, the mix isn't bad. I think that the main voice can do with less auto tune, or at least a lower tune speed. Uh, but I do think both voices need better delivery, because the way that is being delivered right now is coming off a little too forced. Now, see, it says Ghetto Cowboy, El Patron. I don't know if y'all are actually country, or if you are forcing the country voice for the character. But the fact that I can't tell means that I think the delivery is kind of like filling there. And yeah, no, I know you, if you're from Atlanta, but is that how you like talk for real? And it's just because like that delivery makes it feel like on some like old like the way that Lil Nas X don't actually sound like that on Old Town Road. Like he's also from Atlanta, but he doesn't sound like that. He's like he was making his voice sound like more country on purpose for the image, for the character. So that's why I'm asking like do you like actually sound like that or is that for the character? And if so, if it's for the character, maybe work on the delivery for that a little bit. Okay, and if you actually sound like that, then you may have to find a way to like deliver it. It could be the tune too, but I think it's both, especially on the feature. I think the main voice has better delivery. The feature definitely needs to work on his delivery a little bit more. Um, the main voice I think just needs some tweaks on the delivery, and it could have to do with auto tune, maybe a less auto tune speed, as well as just like trying to sing or whatever a little bit more in pitch so that it doesn't have to shift so much. And then I think the lyrics too could use a little work too. It's like there were parts that were catchy, but there is nothing that like stuck with me too much lyrically. And then I'm also struggling to like understand. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, definitely turn that down. I'm also having a hard time just like understanding the demographic because I feel like at least where I am in the Midwest, I don't really know anyone who goes for music like that, and I don't mean that in the mean way. At least not my age. I know there's like Shabuzi or whatever his name is, but he also he his delivery just sounds like more natural, and there's no like crazy tune or whatever. It's like it feels natural, so it's easy to just listen to it and not be like, what is on right now? Whereas like this, it was like I hear the country voice, I hear the auto tune, and I hear the beat, and it's all like kind of clashing for me. Um, and like I'm sure some people will like it, but I feel like in a broader sense, it's like harder for me to grasp what the demographic would be. And hearing this, it also kind of reminds me. It kind of reminds me of like some like older stuff, like earlier 2000s like rap. And so like a lot of people would hear this and be like, "Oh, this is a little outdated," or "This is kind of like some like old head type stuff." Like listen to the song. I feel like I can guess the age range of you and your brother, and that's not always like sometimes it's fine, but I feel like with rap evolves and changes so much that even the woke and the conscious, well, yo, even the woke and conscious rap changes because it has to. Lights back. Even the woke and the conscious rap changes because it has to. So yeah. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna go to the next person. Sean, are you here? You asked for tips on mixing guitar. You're trying to do an RJ Payson song. Sean, are you here? Cool. Alright. Let's get you going. 13-second riff. Alright, let me turn it down and start. You know what? I saw it already. Hey, I see. I'm just doing something. What are you currently using for your tone? Let me listen one more time. Are you using Guitar Pro? Or are you using Guitar Pro plus a regular guitar?
Get my root.
Are you using like Guitar Pro plus a guitar? And if so, what guitar amp are you using as well? And okay, so I'm guessing you're also cutting every note. Cause your tone does sound pretty close to his, yeah. Maybe like turning down the mix knob of the distortion on the Samuel effects could help because I think it sounds too synthy, but it also could be. I mean, you got it. Like that is the RJ Payson tone pretty much. It's just I guess the mix. Like you can turn the maybe turn the guitar down, um, and turn the 808 up so that it can like distort more and like pump more. Make sure that saturator is on. If you're using Ableton, make sure the saturator is on. Make sure it's on soft clip. One thing I like to do is I mess with the A and B button, the amp, and I turn it up maybe like 10, 5, 10, 15%, something like that. Uh, Analog clip. Um, I mean, I feel like you pretty much have the tone. It's just the mixing or the levels. The levels itself might be a little off. So maybe turning the 808 up and the guitar down might help with that. I'd say just cut out maybe like the 18K range, and also make sure you're cutting out the low end. I always cut out 130. Sometimes you can cut out like 180, like everything below 180, below 130, everything above 18, and that may help you a lot too. Hey, what's up, Ether? Um, I think your attack on the notes are a little too much too, to the point where it really does sound. It sounded a lot like Guitar Pro because I could hear every note being picked. One thing that he does that I know is that he'll like even though he does note by note, sometimes he'll do like a trill or he'll do a slide or he'll do some notes that are tapped instead, or he cuts off. He also cuts off the beginning of the note so that it doesn't sound like as much like note by note. So if you're doing that the same exact way that he does it, maybe try cutting off some of the beginning of the note for some notes, um, and yeah, and yeah, because I mean you pretty much got it. It's very close. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of like it sounds like the 10K above going on, and that's because of the sim effects. So just try to maybe cut down. You can cut down anywhere between 10K to like 20K or whatever. Just move it around until it feels like it's not changing your tone too much, but you don't need all of that range over there. And definitely cutting out uh, that like 130, maybe even 150 below will help too. All right. And if you have a rhythm guitar going on, I can't really hear it. So I would say double track the rhythm, pan it left and right. That'll help too. I do that. I don't think RJ does that every time, but I do that, and it helps create more space. And you have it tucked under the 808, and sometimes it makes the 808 sound more distorted because you have a distorted guitar underneath. All right, who we have next here? Shiki. All right, Shiki, you are here. And then, oh wow, things are building up. All right, we'll go a little faster now.
Pure cocaine, your body so insane. Now there's something where you carry with it, make me go low it. Pure cocaine, your body so insane. Now there's something where you carry with it, make me go low it. My baby Gucci, Gucci, go ahead on BT sushi. Give you heavy duty. The boy the para asperusi. Wagbo, Omoge wagbo, Omalicha wagbo. Cause you dey high me like cocaine now.
like cocaine. My baby make me travailler. They hide me like cocaine. My baby Joe, you only. They hide me like cocaine. My baby make me travailler. They hide me like cocaine. My baby Joe, you only. See, I say you they hide me like cocaine. My baby Joe, you only. Pure cocaine.
Let me know if you want to join or if you want to go or whatever. Yo, Shiki, if you are here, I know you were in the Red app. If you are here, I think your song sounds good as far as like I think your song itself sounds good, but the mix is very, very lacking. The vocal is very loud. Oh, by the way, real quick, Sean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I never put my mixes in mono. I let it do it itself. And I don't because like I'm pretty sure when people wear headphones, it does like something to it, but I don't think it completely makes it mono. So I don't recommend putting it in mono. So just keep it how you would normally drop it, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, I think your vocals Shiki have a lot of mid range in it. It needs a little bit of high, and you need to turn it down a lot more and put the beat up a lot more. And the beat is missing like a lot of like low end. Um, I want to hear that four on the floor, the pumping like do. I wasn't feeling it. Like I heard it there, but I wasn't feeling it, and that's definitely important for dance music because I think the song itself sounds pretty good. It just needs a lot of work on the mix. Um, so so yeah. All right. Um, go to the next song. Got another Shaggy. All right, cool. Oh wow! I just realized, Agnes, did I skip your song? Oh, I did. I'm so sorry. You should have let me know. Hold on. I'm actually gonna go. This is your song, I'm guessing, right? Are you here? You actually submitted that super early, so I apologize for that. You should have let me know, because I missed it because I was only looking at everything that was submitted right now. Are you here? I want to make sure I'm all right, cool. Yo, what's up? Okay, let me gather my thoughts. First, I will say I like that, but I wish I could hear it like it's so weird. I had to come back to the beginning of the song because that whole time I thought like half of the song I thought it was in mono, and then I'm like tilting my head. I'm like, oh wait, it is stereo. But are you tracking? Are you doing left right guitar plus a middle guitar? Uh, because and then you have the middle guitar louder than the right guitar because there was something going on like some audio illusion where it really felt like the song was like mono for a second until I realized that the hi hat was over here. So you quad track the distorted ones in clean center. Are the quad tracked ones like 100%, 100%, and then like 50-50 or something like that? Like, I feel like there's some parts that might not need like the quad tracking. Like the ending, I think the ending is what sounded the best with the quad tracking. They're split panned. Yeah, I think it made it slightly awkward and like the mix. So the mix is like very like it's dark, it's muddy, though all the tones do fit together well. So it's like fine. But what really makes it stick out as like muddy is how clear and crisp the drums are compared to like everything else in the drum and the guitar. Um, and like the bass. The bass is also pretty like the whole thing is a little boxy. The bass like again you can take the -30 out of the like bass frequency. For these lower tune songs, you can find a range where you feel like the the tone isn't changing too much in between 30 and like 62 ish. Somewhere around there, maybe like 40, 45 for this song or something like that. Take that out so that it's not too muddy there. Look in the bass tone. Try to cut maybe some of that boxy area out there too. Uh, you can also try like just clipping the bass a little bit too. That might add a cool effect there. And I don't think you need the quad tracking for the whole song. I think the gentler parts and like especially the ending. Um, Also, is this inspired by Thornhill? I say it's called Thornfield. Thornhill is one of my favorite bands. So if this is inspired by Thornhill, I know what you're going for. And if you're going for like dang, how are their guitars so like how are their guitars so punchy? Like let me go to a good song. I'm gonna go to Diesel. Yeah, Thornhill is one of my favorite bands right now. So I get what you're going for there. Um, Okay, like you hear how more bright that mix is compared to. I'm gonna go back to your song. You hear that difference? Your mix is very dark, very boxy. There are some sub frequencies that don't need to be there for a lot of stuff. Again, besides the bass, everything else I cut below 130, except for the kick. Kick and bass, you keep it like that. But I say take the 130 off of the bass. Um, Yeah, I mean, even it being low, like I say, just take like 130 off for the like those lower tune guitars, maybe 115. But I say 130 is pretty safe. That's what I use for my stuff, and sometimes I use my 8 string, and I still go like 130 range. It has a lot of cool potential though. It's kind of like for this day of age, it's pretty long, but I think the length is righteous. Like I think it's nice to be at this length. I think it feels right. You have a lot going on. I like the intro. I like the breakdowns. I think it looks cool. I think it sounds cool. It definitely needs some vocals if you can get some vocals on there. Just everything that doesn't need that low end, cut it out. Um, clip, clip him at, clip some things a bit so that the perceived volume and the actual volume that you hear isn't too far from each other. That happens a lot with a lot of these instruments. And multi-band compression can help a lot with that too. Just try to get, maybe even get your guitar a slight bit more brighter to match with the drums a little bit more. Because again, this song Diesel, also a little trick that I learned with Thornhill tones, they use fuzz and octave, like an octave fuzz a lot too, but they cut out that low end that they don't need, and that's what makes it sound so gritty as well. I just kind of made my own tone like that recently. But yeah, I like the idea. I think it sounds cool. Get some vocals on there. Get that mix like brighter. The drums are fine. The guitar is maybe a little bit brighter. Even maybe just changing the tone itself to be brighter would be cool. Not too bright though. You don't want it too harsh. Um, and yeah, and you're in there. Uh, Besides that, I don't have much more to say. Oh yeah, and maybe find places where you don't need to quad track that much. Also, the clean guitar is pretty loud. Watch your reverb levels. Sometimes your reverb doesn't need to be past like 15%. Like it might sound like when you're playing by yourself, like ooh, this reverb sounds good at like 50%. Sometimes you don't even need it to be that high. When you're in your actual mix, 15% or lower is a little bit better. Um, and Also, the reverbs itself have EQ, so you can EQ the lows out of reverb, the highs out of reverb, whatever you want. So yeah, keep it going though. I like that. All right, now we're at. Oh yeah, I skipped some things to get there. Shaggy, are you still there? If you aren't there, I'm gonna save it for the next round. Okay, you are there. I bet. Um, cool. And then we got water next. I'm gonna try to finish. I may get off soon, so I'm gonna stop around here probably.
Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. On the highway, jumping off the bridge. Treat you the right way, you still ain't give a shit. But then you miss me. I double my cup, I'm sipping, drinking, got me pissing. She been going, bro, she doing coke and she still molly kissing. Watch me when I shoot, cause when I shoot, you gon' think it's the Pistons. Used to serving chicken, serving burgers in the metal kitchen. Poor hella bitches, give a fuck, the one ain't been a witness.
I like this one. I like this one a lot actually. I'll listen to this.
Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me.
Like you said, this song is out, y'all.
This is my way, she gon' do what I say. On the highway, tryna get to my place. I can see a single thing devil behind me. My little homie feeling freaky on Friday. Yeah, I never smoking dope, smoking marijuana. How I
Give it an
feel
8.5.
like I've been in the sauna.
That's justified.
For my fucking mama. I've been used to getting green like the fucking llama. Please wait for me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Please stay with me. We don't gotta fight, we'll be okay. Don't start with me. It's gonna be my way or the highway.
That was good. I like that. I honestly don't have. I think it was mixed well. No, the vocals are loud. There is some high end. But it's like, I mean, it fits. It fits for the song. Uh, the beat is fire. The beat is wild. Someone said the beat is wild. They gave it an 8.5. I think that's justified. Um, you and Noah make fire together. I think y'all voices and vibe fits well together. Um, Something I will listen to. Clams Casino type beat. Yeah. I like the subs there. I could hear everything y'all was saying. Um, that was one of the songs where I couldn't tell that Noah was on the Apple headphones. I couldn't tell that time. So y'all got that mix right for that. Um, and yeah, I mean, I have not much else to say. Uh, I guess like, yeah, yeah, no, I think it sounds good. I think on your vocal, Shaggy, the high end could be like tamed a slight tad bit. I think Noah's voice was a little better mixed into the song, but only like real, like some real slight. Like if your vocal mix was 9.5, his would be 10, like some very slight like that. Just because your voice is naturally brighter, his voice is darker because he uses rasp. So because your voice is naturally brighter, it just cut through more. Um, his is darker, so whatever you did with his, yeah, 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 yeah. You could have been like very like slight, like a point two, like nothing crazy. But that's why I say that's just like nitpicking. Like I think it's fine how it is. But yeah, I like that one. That was a vibe. All right, we have three more, I think. Yeah, we got three more. Water, you still in here, bro? Now we did have some songs people submitted in the past that I'm just gonna like probably just react to for the last bit, uh, without too much criticism because they're not here, but they submitted a long time ago, and I just want to give my opinions. All right, bet. Water is here. Let's go. Let's listen.
Seen it in my dreams, it's a nightmare. Wake up in the morning, that's alright here. It ain't about the money, what do I care? We don't sleep, I eat when I'm tired. She don't throw it back, she feel the baseline. Everyone should kiss me through the FaceTime. She said that she hard that she could take mine. Smoking weed and we kissing at the same time. How do you feel it? There must be something up in the breeze. You at a distance, I'm trying to see, put it on the screen. I need it on me, don't worry about if I can breathe. I love your body and everything that is in between. In too deep, we laughing. I'm a fiend, no, I can't stop it. Rap that thing, I'm speaking nonsense. Really, see, I'm a real Martian.
Girl, you know that it's not like me when I act on. They said just sad being real, but the sin and act on. These are the feelings are fading into the background. Real cheese, real life, real cash time. God forgive me, I've been turning up. How am I supposed to care? If I pop this X, I'm throwing up. Baby, we ain't sober here. Teasing you, killing me, wanna feel you on my lips. No need for talking, you know it is just what it is. Grinding and bumping when I be grabbing on your hips. Sweating and breathless, so baby girl, I'm going in. See you in your dreams, it's your fantasy, girl, I'm just here to please. Turn you to a figure, I make you broke, all at your knees. That's her reaching for my book, I'll let you fall into her knees. Seeing it in my dreams is a nightmare. Wake up in the morning, I'm still right here. It ain't about the money, what do I care? We don't sleep, proper eat when I'm tired.
Yeah, why's my guitar doing that now? Alright. Opinions on that song. I like the song structure and the idea. And the lyrics. But I will say the main vocal, like the lower voice, is pretty like boxy. Yeah. I can tell it's a rough mix because like it's definitely clashing a lot like with the frequencies of the song. Yeah, over compressed. I can hear the pumping as well as like there's a lot of low end still that needs to be cut from that vocal. I don't know what you cut so far, but on that specific vocal, because when it went to the higher vocal, it was.
She's not the same time. Sister trying to see, put it on the screen. I need it on me, don't worry about if I could breathe. I love your body.
Because this part was mixed way better, but it's still very compressed, and there's still some like roundness in the voice that I think can be like thinned out a little bit. But as far as the song itself, like it's a vibe. I like the beat.
You wanna feel you on my lips. No need for talking, you know it.
And I think too, just like the vocal just being turned down would be nice, because this sounds like one of them songs where I don't want to hear the vocals too loud. Like I'd rather the vocal be like right there centered with the beat, so I can really just like lay back, feel it out. I'm hearing the beat, I'm hearing the bass. The vocals is in the middle there. Like there's some songs where the vocals should be on top. There's some songs where the vocals should even be underneath. I want that one centered. But and then maybe I feel like honestly here, I think the tune speed could be turned down a little bit too, but just a little bit, because when the tune speed is that high, the artifacts start making it like, bruh, the artifacts start making it like feel like it has a lot of high harmonics, and I think if you turn the tune speed down a little bit, it'll help it like blend in a little bit better. But yeah, I mean that one was about it. I definitely want to hear it with a better mix though, because the vocal mix definitely needs a lot of work, especially like leveling it out and getting it less boxy. All right, I know when it comes to like hearing your own vocals and mixing your own vocals, it is definitely hard sometimes. All right, we have looks like 3 more. Then I'm gonna head out. Homesick, are you in here? Homesick, is that you? I bet.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Oh, you were in here the whole time.
Okay.
What you want, just believe it. It's not so easy. You wanna quit. There's somewhere far away from here. I'll take you there, you won't be scared. Your walls are filled with so much dread, and I'll take you where so it doesn't get to your head.
Just believe it. It's not so easy. You wanna quit. Somewhere far away from here, I'll take you there. You won't be scared. Walls you so well, so much red, and I'll take you away so it doesn't get to your head. I hate the way that they stare at us. Say they wanna cause a fuss.
It was chill. I definitely get the indie vibe that was being gone for there. Uh, I'd say definitely work on your enunciation when you like when you're singing, because in some parts, even when having the lyrics here, is a little hard to follow what's being said. You can still be like slightly mumbly, but while like if that's the vibe you're going for, you can still be a little mumbly, also just pronouncing enough to make out the words. Because if they don't, you still want it to be uh like you still want the person to be able to hear what you're saying if they didn't have the lyrics. At least, well, at least to the slightest bit. Um, and then also, again, making sure any low end that's there doesn't need to be there because there's definitely a lot of low end in the vocals. You can always cut out a little more low end in the background vocals too, just to make sure you're panning. I mean, there is some vocal panning going on. If, but maybe do a little bit more panning with some of those vocals. Yeah, make sure you're cutting that low because it's clashing with the bass a little bit. To the point where it's a little hard to make out what the bass is even playing. You can also turn the vocals down too, in general. And then also make sure you're retuning your guitar every time you record something new. I retune so often because there is one lead. Like right here, that guitar sounds a little out of tune, and it kind of sounds cool, but at the same time, it sounds out of tune. So if you do want that slight out of tune sound, maybe just use like a chorus with a slow speed. Maybe even bend the notes slightly just so that you can get that sound. But yeah, that specifically kept throwing me off because it's a little out of tune. So maybe re-record that one. But the rest of them sound fun, I think. Like that. I think that was a little flat there. So, yeah. That's about what I have for that song. I like the little slow. But again, the voice is just there's so much low end in the vocals that it's hard to make out what the bass is doing there. So yeah, just turn them down, cut that low end out, and re-record that one lead guitar part. And I think you're good on that. It's a vibe. Alright. Baritone, pop louder. Ether, are you still here? Because I am excited to hear this, even though it's 47 seconds. Yo, alright, let's listen. I'm gonna give that a second listen right quick. All right, I'm gonna say this is fire, and I definitely feel like this is something a lot of people would definitely want to hop on and do something with. Especially like the McGee style. Now, I will admit, I don't really listen to McGee, um, and I want to give you a tip, but I want to make sure that I'm giving you a good tip because this is so. Before even listening, in my opinion, there is a frequency present in the guitar that is a little out of place than the rest, and it's somewhere in the high end. I don't know if it's in like somewhere between 2 and maybe like 6K. There's this like slightly it could even be higher than that. There's just like some harshness that I think can be carved out a little bit, maybe a little bit lower. It could be even a digital frequency. Because the tone itself sounds fine. I like the tone. The tone is good. I just think there's like somewhere in the EQ where some of that harshness can be carved out, whether it's in the high harsh, which I don't think it is. I think it's in like maybe 6 to 8K range. Maybe like bringing it down like 1 dB in the EQ to make it like a little bit smoother. Especially to blend in with this lead, because this lead tone that comes in is perfect. But like the guitar, the rhythms are scratching like the brain a little too much. Like it's kind of scratchy. Uh, but like everything else sounds cool. Like I think that would make a really good beat for like something. I don't know. I don't even know what song to click on for this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm guessing you were going for the rock band tone or something, right? Yeah, if you're going for the rock band tone, maybe listen a little bit more because he has um yeah, maybe turn down the preamp distortion a little bit. Uh yeah, that might actually help because that's oh well, okay. That's probably what is giving the the guitar tone that harshness that doesn't need to be there. So maybe turn down the preamp distortion a little bit, and then in the post tone you can turn down some of that harshness somewhere just to make it smoother. Cause I think that preamp distortion sounds good. I think it's just a little harsh on the ears. Yeah. Besides that, I think it sounds. It's just something that immediately stood out on my speakers for sure. Definitely come back to me with this when you mess around with it because it is pretty harsh. So I think it just needs to be less harsh, especially since it's like supposed to be a baritone sound. You don't want to harsh. When I think baritone, I don't think harsh. I think like smooth and gritty. That's what you want to go for. Some smooth and gritty. Um, yeah. All right. Who is this? We got Ale. I can't tell who this is. Yeah, yeah, no problem, bro. Uh, I can't tell who this is. Are you here? Oh, that's you. Okay, cool. It's a lesson. Oh, it's in that bag, and it'll be the gray card. All right, let's hear this song, and this will be the last song of the night. It is also the last song that was submitted, and then I'll probably just check out some stuff that was sent before. All right.
Jabroni, you are 3 seconds away. And The Rock means 3 seconds away from The Rock to lay a smackdown on your candy ass. And get some
Yeah. Ew, nigga, till they buy me a coffin, an introvert. I don't go out that often. Take caution, all that talking, go cost on the black mask. Got my diss up in Boston. I link with Dizzy, made that album in Austin. Blood, diamond, someone died, so we floss them on Ash Wednesday. Niggas still try to cross them. May God bless them, and the gang got an off on the Cali Kush. Got a nigga still coughing. My money dancing in the bank, we quit walking. I carry niggas on my back, they quit
All right,
walking.
peace out,
I
Ethan.
tell them niggas quit calling. They stack
Appreciate
the
you
bread.
for
Niggas
coming
say that they
through.
ballin', but off the gram, you can see that they crawling. Them niggas lying, they your cap is appalling. My niggas made it at the bottom, applaud them. Yeah, I'm a sick son of a gun. My pop wasn't dead, that shall honor my mom. I'm making a band, I pull up with a drum. I got that little bitch eating crumbs on my palm. I'm up in the pump, she gon' swallow my cum. I'm fresh out the pussy, she roll up a blunt. Pistol grip pump, I might go in the trunk. Fuck around and we go put a hole in you pumps.
Rolling with thunder, now you on the run. You can't hide from me because you're a bum. All that shit talking you didn't end. Now I have to go out and commit me a sin. Pray to the Lord because you about to die. Hop on your knees and look up to the sky. Off to the valley of death you go, little bitch, because you are no longer alive. Look, Patron riding clean with the Mossberg. Pop the trunk, I'm gonna make that bitch purr. Then I got the 47 on my lap with the big drum. Yeah, I'm about to make that bitch clap. Don't make me put a hole in your back. Talking way back, right in the back of your fitted cap. Matter of fact, let me retract. Subtract you from the map, then let me recap. That's right, my nigga, I'm a schizo. Hop on the beat, and when I speak, make that shit froze. Leave it to me, I break a neck like a stone cold. Step into me, come correct, bitch, I break toes. Better believe I pull your card like a cheat code. I'm out the woods like Rambo. That's right, bitch, I got ammo. Nah, nigga, we ain't on the same floor.
The land speeder in orbit. My story for the less fortunate. Supported the hate they forcing. I really can't even absorb it. Enjoyment from the performance. Bravo, I got a portion before IG and TikTok had that beat. I couldn't record it. OG speak, then you listen. The vision run up a billion. MCs must face defeat like Wu-Tang, Shaolin villains. Styling, chilling, minding my business. What I envision can't be shot as an image. The slightest slip is get you boxed for appendage. At your top for a 50. You get dropped like a frisbee. You get mopped like a kitchen. Got it locked with the blicky. I'm too pop mixed with 50. I'm gon' pop it relentless. I'm too pop mixed with 50. I'm gon' pop it relentless.
Talk life, killing with my man Nate. Never been the same, got me going on a rampage. Headphones on just to get my head straight. Doing anything that you know that your man caved down in the dirt. And hand over hand paid all buddy with it when I got a rip a band-aid. Got more than you can fit. Any handbag, fake foes, I'm a lottery you can't play with. Never down on my knees, on the move every day. Gotta make it believe. I'm on a campaign now, make it ever release. I'm in the man cave, writing down things that I need. Middle fingers up on the Instagram feed. 100-pound pistol never pointed at me. I'm a performer, gotta pay all the fees. I'm eat the tuna, but I'm looking for the cheese. Here's a small list of shit that I be. Killing this game till I D.I.E. You don't know the name, I'm D.I.double-B. If you're on my life, you're a VIP. I'm a human, look at the color I bleed. High so red, got no Visine. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, I'ma get it if I reach. Searching for the pot, not a crumb of the quiche. Cause I'm old school, young man, honest. Stand true, always pay homage. Work hard the way I make
going
homage.
crazy, though.
Whipped it up like Benny Hannes. See it in every track that I'm dropping. I'm making moves that y'all have been talking. Do it straight first with no choppings. Going nuts on the beats that be knocking. I'm a cynic in a world full of problems. In the win it, ignoring the comments. Independent, get more than a profit. Mind your business if you're in the process. Put the work in, discover the progress. I'm the illest and you were just nodded. If I had $1 every time they wildin' telling me that I be looking like Logic. Whoa.
Logic, yeah, I definitely hear the Logic influence there. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's much, much better than that first song you sent. Not gonna lie. At least to my ears. Like, I teach at a folk school sometimes, so I hear country songs, I hear folk songs. It's just the last one sounded like a mix of like country and rap that was like an experiment, just having fun. But this sounded like a song. The only part that was a little rough for me was this part right here.
I don't go out that often. Take also make God them off. They tell them made it out the gun. My palms on my palm.
Rolling with thunder, now you on the run. You can't hide from me because you're a bum. All that shit talking you didn't end. Now I have to go out and commit me a sin. Pray to the Lord because you about to die. Hop on your knees and look up to the sky. Off to the valley of death you go, little bitch, because you are no longer alive. Look, Patron riding clean with the Mossberg.
And then it was fun when you came in. But that little part right there, it might have just been like the mix. It might have just been because like it got a little boxy there. Because the rest of the mix was fine. Like honestly, y'all got the mix pretty down pat with y'all vocals. But well, at least the vocal chains are fine. I do think the beat can be knocking a little bit more because it's like the like the kick and the subs are a little low. Um, and like a lot of the modern music is much like louder um, and like bassy. Like this sound like something that and I'm only say this because the it's the demographic, but somebody's uncle or dad will be rolling down the block in their truck or whatever, blasting with the sub all the way up. And if it was supposed to be knocking like that, the original song also has to be knocking already. So that's the only thing that I would do. I would just turn up the like you make sure your subs and the kicks going for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely I like that it's clear. I do like that it's clear. That's why this part threw me off.
Maybe because you're a bum, all that shit talking you didn't end.
That's why this part right here threw me off a little bit because it was like the least clear out of the rest of it. And I know it was going for like a vocal effect, but I think it still could have been clear with the vocal effect. So, or I don't know. There's something about that part that threw me off a little bit, but it didn't ruin the song. Uh, uh, but yeah, I just think the kick and the bass could be a little bit more like present there. Just make it dancier. Uh, I will say again though that like this type of music is definitely not as appealing to like my generation. Um, that's just only like a generational thing. I think people like millennials and older and like maybe people a few more years older than me will vibe with it. I think it's a vibe. I really liked how your Canadian homie came in. He fit very well with the beat.
100-pound pistol never pointed at me. I'm a performer, got to pay all the fees. I mean,
But all of y'all definitely went crazy. Uh, I like his voice there too. Like y'all sound good there. So yeah, yeah, no. There's definitely a thing where you can tell what generation a rapper was born in, and that's definitely completely fine. Like that's what hip hop is. It is someone's upbringing and how they choose to express themselves depending on how they were raised, how they grew up and stuff like that. That's why it's also so easy to tell when someone's like fake hip hop. Um, and like even with the like more like mumble rap and all those people, like they still are hip hop because that is their upbringing, that is their experience, and it is very unfortunate. Like I don't think I can say the words, but you know, um, the three words they say, blah blah money, blah blah, the stuff that usually is talked about in rap. Um, it's different for each generation, and the '90s is more clear with it. But unfortunately, my generation is a bunch of people that are addicted to things and don't realize it's an addiction or don't care. And I think that's why the music comes off more as like a mumble or like brain dead, I guess. But there's still a lot of people that do like your like more conscious rap or like more clear rap like that. But we definitely do it different. Our beats are different. Our cadences are different. Our deliveries are different. Um, but I definitely think people around your age would vibe to that and listen to that and have a good time. It's hard to pass off. It's hard to do it successfully in this time. The um like modern underground rap or like old underground rap. Because if you listen to modern underground rap but you make this, that is actually very interesting to me. Okay, okay. Um, but yeah, I think something that would be cool to stand out while still having your style, like that new Pusha T album, and the way they like Anderson .Paak and them like be using like the jazzy beats and the super like interesting like well thought out beats, like that I think is what makes that type of rap a little more um, desirable to my generation and like other generations. But cool. That will be the conclusion of the first Turnt Tuesday. Thank you all for tapping in. I had a good time. That was fun. I'll be trying to do this again next Tuesday, maybe a little bit earlier. Yeah, I mean, if you are, I'm not leaving just yet. I'm gonna listen to whatever 2 more things that were submitted a while back. Um, Actually, no, I'm gonna save it for next time. I'm gonna save it for next time. Um, because I feel like I should wait till they're in here to listen to it. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, you can definitely use my sounds for edits. You can use them for your own video. It actually helps me when y'all use the sounds. If you're making a song to it, just make sure you're following the sample terms. Make sure you are, um, if you want the stems, make sure you buy the sample packs on my BeatStars. Otherwise, if you're just making an edit, you're doing a dance or you're doing whatever, feel free to use my sounds. It helps me out, helps you out, and we all help each other out. So, thanks again for tuning in. Have a good night. I hope my advice and everything did something for all of you. And yeah, hope you have a good day. I'm gonna peace out now.